Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
10 more there and another first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
On second down, here's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On third down, Wilson. That is caught, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. They'll roll him out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
They'll run with Carter. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Allen looks to throw on second down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Little. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
I don't want to say they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Carter straight ahead.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Michael Carter.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Operating from the gun, Allen going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Hines now on the return.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Now a stoppage for an injured player. A lot of people holding their breath on this one right now. That's Stephon Diggs, who is shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On second down, here's Allen. Forced out to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Another run on second down with Carter.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this third down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. There's Wilson to throw. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills will have the football as this is taken out past the 30. So that potentially an important takeaway here in the second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
They start the drive with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
No doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. On second down, Cook.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Again, it's Cook, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Allen now on third and goal. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. That would complete downfield to Thomas. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. That complete to Shorter. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Getting the ball is Cook running left.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing is Allen on third. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Shaquille Barrett, his second sack of the night. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now Carter to start the drive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now they're in the hurry-up. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carter. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing again here, Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8. On the counter, Carter.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Wilson. Thomas has got it, complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Wilson wants a different look.
Off play action. Wilson.
Wilson's got it on the crossing route.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Allen now on first down.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. To throw, it's Allen.
Completes to Shakir once again.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
Got a man, that's shorter.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man.
That's Carter. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Carter will try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, here's Carter. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sly able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Allen. Steps away. That is incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
To throw is Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Throwing, Allen. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll
lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You have everything working in your direction.
So stuck for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, spread him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is, in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jets, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.